I have piled setting powder upon setting powder upon setting powder in this outer corner because I can't get my eye to stop watering, and now it's just looking like a big old caked up mess. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I want to first off apologize for not having a video up last week. My computer is having super technical difficulties. Like, my husband had to completely wipe my computer and it's actually laying on its side right now, like the main part of my computer. I don't know what's all going on with it. He's a computer technician, so I'm just gonna let him deal with it. So I have this look for you guys today. It's a super wearable look, perfect for your office Christmas party, perfect for church on Christmas Day. For reals. No, it is really bold and fun and festive, and probably a lot on the tacky side, but I absolutely love the way this came out. I saw a picture on Instagram that kind of inspired me to do this. And last year I did a candy cane striped look for your eyes, but it was actually the whole lid. So I thought I would kind of tone it down, if that's even the right word to use. But I thought I would just do something that was still fun. I paired it with this metallic red lip, but I know this isn't everybody's cup of tea, but everybody is entitled to get a little tacky this time of year. So I hope you all really enjoy this. Give me a thumbs up if you did, and let's get on to the tutorial. So I'm going to start out using this brown shade from the CoastalScents 88 palette. And I'm using that on kind of like a dense brush. That way I can really have control of where I'm putting this. And this is going to act as my transition shade. So I'm just going to work that back and forth right in my crease line. And kind of bringing this up a little bit higher than I typically do, just because we're going to be layering a bunch of shadows on top of it. And I do kind of want this color to peek out ever so slightly behind all the darker shades. Before I forget, I'm going to take some air spun loose powder and my beauty sponge, and I'm just going to kind of tap that right underneath my eye like this. And this is going to catch all of the little fallout that's going to happen, because it's going to happen. I'm then going to switch to this really deep, rich, kind of dark chocolate color. And I'm going to switch to a slightly stiffer brush to apply this with. Tapping out that extra. I'm going to work this right over top of where we put that lighter brown, but kind of staying more towards the actual fold of my eye, so in the actual crease. I'm then going to switch to this black shade, and using a pointed crease brush, I'm going to only work the very tips of this brush in there really lightly, because black can get out of control really fast. So I'm going to tap out the extra, and this is actually going to get worked right in the actual fold of my eye. I'm not going to blend this any higher than that. I'm going to go back to that shade we used as the transition shade, and I'm going to blend everything all together, and I'm using the same exact brush. So now for the eyelid, I'm going to go in to Dragon from the Vice 3 palette. I absolutely love this color. I'm using a stiff eyeshadow brush. I am just going to apply this to my eyelid. And I'm not going all the way down to my actual lashes with this, because I'm going to do that eyeliner. So now comes the fun part, which is the eyeliner, which is probably the most stressful part too. But I'm going to take some white eyeliner, and I'm using a really thin little brush. This is a bent liner brush, and I'm just gathering up that product, and then I'm going to line my lash line just like I typically do. So I'm going to start here in the inner corner, and then start dragging my line out. And I am doing this a little thicker than I typically do. And it's going to look really, messy at first, but trust me, it gets better. So I'm just going to go in with that brush that we used for the green and dipping it back in, barely dipping it back into that product. I'm just going to kind of touch up the line a little bit because it kind of got away from me in the inner corner ever so slightly. So for the red and white stripes for the candy cane, I'm going to be using my e.l.f. 100 eyeshadow palette. I'm going to use this red shade from the palette, and then I'm also going to be using this white right here because it's a little bit shimmering. It has a slight shimmer to it, and I think that would be really pretty, but I don't want to hold this palette up every single time I switch a color, so I'm going to start out with the white, and I'm actually going to go ahead and line the whole eyeliner with this white shade. This is just going to kind of set it in place and make it extra pigmented, just in case any of the green got in there. So now I'm going to go into the red using that same brush. I'm going to use this brush to kind of gauge the size I want. Kind of like that. And however many stripes you want on your candy cane, that's all up to you. I got 4 on this eye, although you can't see it out here because all of a sudden my eye decided I just want water, and so I'm trying to fix that all up. But however many stripes you want on your candy cane determines how big you make your stripes, obviously. And I just have a towel on hand to clean. I know this towel looks really disgusting, but I have a towel on hand and I'm just wiping my brush off really well, and I'm going to go in with the white shade. And that's just going to kind of clean up the edges of the red and really make the white more intense. So I'm taking black gel liner. This is just my e.l.f. cream liner, and I'm going to tight line my top lash line. So I'm just going to kind of lift up my eye and apply this right on my top waterline. This is just going to give some depth to the look since the white is right by the actual lashes. This is going to make your eyelashes look a little thicker. And I'm also going to put that right on my bottom waterline as well. So on a flat shader brush, I'm going to take Dragon and run that on my bottom lashes. Then I'm going to take that same brush and go into that dark chocolate brown shade we used, and I'm going to apply that right over top of Dragon just to make everything slightly dark. And lastly, we're going to curl our lashes. And you want to apply some really thick, nice, dark black mascara. So I'm using the Maybelline The Falsies Push-Up Drama. I do like the formula of this mascara, however, I absolutely hate this brush. This is like one of those rubberized brush, but the bristles are so far spaced out, your lashes get all clumpy, and I'm not about that look. If you are, then this is probably the mascara for you. So I am going to use this brush though and work a good amount of this into my lashes, and I'm going to use a spoolie to just comb them out and separate them once they've had a chance to kind of set. But because of the white eyeliner, you really want to make sure that you're using a nice dark mascara to do this, just in case any of it got on your lashes. But you see what I mean? How clumpy they get? So I'm just taking a regular mascara spoolie and I'm going to wiggle it through just to separate all of those. I'm going to take it from the back of my lashes as well. So for my cheeks, I'm going to go in with this kind of like fuchsia pink kind of color. I'm going to dip my brush in and then really tap the brush. And that's going to get applied right to my cheeks, blending forward and back towards my hairline. I do want to add a highlight to my cheeks, so I'm going to go in with this baked highlighter. This is from Revolution Beauty. This is their baked highlighter powder in the shade Radiant Lights. And I'm just going to apply that to the tops of my cheeks. This will also help tone down the blush when you go a little overboard. And apply a little bit to the center of my nose, on my chin. I'm going to take my finger and apply a little bit right to my Cupid's bow. So for lips, because you can't have a Christmas look without red lips, I'm going to go in with this lip liner. This is from Rimmel London. This is their full color lip liner in the shade 104 Call Me Crazy. Then once I have lined my entire lips, I'm going to go in with an OCC LipTar. This is one of their metallic shades, and this is in the shade Super. So I'm just going to take this, pop a little on the back of my hand. Like that is enough to do my entire lips and then some. But because this is a metallic shade, it has a little bit of shimmer in it. And I'm going to apply that with an OCC lip brush. Here you guys go. This is the final look. Here's a close-up of the eyes. I hope you guys have really enjoyed this. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Also, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and become a member of my family. I post a new video every single week. I love you all very, very much. Have a very Merry Christmas, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Don't forget, make good choices.